You have to stop seeking equity and degeneracy. That's what you want to be equal to these white men with. Their ability to be degenerate, their ability to get away with harming others because you view masculinity as violence. Your whole idea is packed up as masculinity is violence. Now, to be able to carry out violence is a masculine thing. Violence in and of itself does not determine how masculine you are. It's a tool because it could be used as a tool to protect.
Facts.
It's a very masculine thing to do, protect. If we was hunting and gathering, the ability to carry out violence will provide. Being violent towards a woman because she rejects you, that's not no masculine shit. You're a pussy, bitch. Why didn't Cassie leave? We watched the whole video of her trying to get away.
We watched the video of her trying to leave.
We watched the video of her trying to leave.
Right.
In 4K.
Trying to get away.
And we saw what happened.
Yeah.
First of all, to not acknowledge the psychological effects of abuse. He was using a woman as a sex slave.
That's what she was.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
One of the dudes got up on the stand and said the sessions would last sometimes up to 10 hours. If you think a woman is enjoying that, have you ever had sex with a woman? It was rape. On a consistent basis, he was paying people to rape her. Diddy is probably like, as far as black men go in this music industry, this is how you operate with pure evil.
Yeah.
Because he saw equity in degeneracy.
All right, I don't know who that dude is. I'm gonna say a little something about it, and then I'm gonna open up some context to it. But before I say something, we're gonna go with Ty, man. This is actually the first time we had a female on the panel, and this is one of the reasons why I really appreciate you being here, because sometimes it sucks having conversations about subjects like this and not having a woman's perspective on it, whether we agree or not. It's just good to have, a woman's perspective on it, because y'all have something to say in the matter, whether you agree with us or not or whatever. So, Ty, I'm really interested, man. And land your plane, take your time land your plane. Let us know when you land so we won't cut you off. What's your thoughts on what he said, on his view of it?
Okay, so I respect his view of the entire situation. I've only gotten some cliff notes of the full case. Previous to that, I would have agreed with him, right? But finding out more information, this kind of goes back to the lesson Rock stated that his father taught him. You sign up for something, and unfortunately, sometimes in those situations, you then have to see it through. I feel that Cassie signed up for that life, and she kept signing up for it. Even after she left, I know we have that video of her trying to leave and he beat her and brought her back. We don't know how many times that happened, but we also have text messages where she already left and she was still wanting to be around him. Her whole motivation was to be the number one woman in his life. So I honestly feel that even though I do believe that that Diddy did all of these terrible things and that he had these sex parties and freak offs and that sometimes she may have been taken advantage of, sadly, I feel that that's also a bed that she created and then she had to lay in it. And once she laid in it, she realized it's not as comfortable as I thought. And I don't like it that much. But she continued with it because she had a motivation. She wanted something from it. She wanted to get or gain a lifestyle from that situation. And it's unfortunate. It really is. And I empathize with her. But I do think it was her decision, unfortunately.
Okay. So let me ask you this, Ty, and then we're going to go to Rich. So, Ty, and I think I speak for most of us on the panel when I ask this question. I really want to know, what is your view of men like this guy? this is your honest opinion. Like, what is your view of men like this guy? Whether good or bad, we don't know what your answer is going to be. What is your view of men like this that view things or situations like this? Do you consider it pandering, or do you feel what he's saying, or do you understand his premise?
I feel that there is some pandering there, right? There's an audience that he's trying to draw in. Of course, this is a platform for him to try to draw in as many people. It's monetized, so he's going to make money off of it as long as he gets the perspective and starts agreeing with a certain group, and women are the majority, right? So if you agree with the woman's perspective, whether it's right or wrong, of course they're going to align with you. Now, I'm not saying that his full perspective is wrong. I did agree with some things that he stated, but I do think that he is pandering more towards what he thinks people want him to say rather than what might actually be his perspective on the situation.
Okay. So one more question before we go to Rich. And this just came out of my mind just hearing what you're saying because it makes sense. It's very authentic. So from a woman's perspective, why do you think the men that do pander, why do you think they do it? Like outside of just trying to win an audience or whatever. Like what do you think it is personally within them, whether it's their life experience or how they was raised, whatever it may be? What do you think psychologically makes them do that?
You know what? You always hear that saying, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And I think that there are certain type of people who are not grounded in who they are in their own perspective, right? So they begin to move with the tide. And whatever way the tide moves, they're going to move with it. And I just think there are just some people that will naturally do that because they haven't 100% found themselves or their perspectives, or just found the confidence in their own opinions. We live in a world now where you can't be opinionated. You'll get canceled if you don't agree with the majority, even if the majority is wrong, you know? So I think that's just the whole thing. Like, people are too afraid to have their own opinions. And then a lot of them actually don't have an opinion. So it's easier to just bandwagon onto someone else's.
Cool. So, Rich, let me ask you this about it.
Good tape.
So you heard everything he said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me add some context to this. So if you were there on that podcast, you're right. So if you was there with him and you heard him say everything he said, pretend you're there. We want to hear how you would have responded to that. So in other words, talk to us like you're talking to him as far as responding to his response.
Straight off the top, you might well go over that with Travis. He just one of them niggas that you got those simps in the world that's like that, man. They believe chivalry ain't dead. They want to save every woman. They want to put a coat down if it's some water on the ground. You got them type of brothers, man. And that's what he is, man. That's all that is. We can't stop simps. That's why prostitutes make a bunch of money. You got simps out there. He just one of them. Look at him. He kind of heavy set. He grew him some dreads. He a comedian. I don't think he had too much activity with women. So, yeah, he gonna pander toward the pretty lady. Oh, he doing her wrong. You know what I'm saying? To a guy that get a lot of women, he'll probably like, that ain't shit. But I understand, and it is wrong, because don't abuse women. I'm not with none of that. I'm with a bunch of bullshit, but I ain't with that. But that nigga there, him and Travis might as well be homeboys, because they out there. And that's all you seeing right there. A bunch of them Travis Hunter niggas just speaking, and you know, because they used to didn't have a voice. But you give them a camera and a phone, and they could talk now. And you really hearing that. You know what I'm saying? He don't know no better. He think that's right. And cool, you know, he really feel that way. I bet he was like, Travis won. He got the best woman. He one of them niggas, you know. He ain't on the side of where like, man, damn, we lost. Okay. We lose.
Calm down. Okay. I love that nigga, man. I love him, man. I can't say nothing.
We agree.
I'm just saying, you know, that's hey.
Okay, so let me we gonna go to Yoga, then we gonna go to King. All right. Yogi.
I'm just saying, hey. I'm just, hey.
Yeah.
Really,
Hey man.
Oh my God. My
Hey
fucking
man.
face hurt.
Hey man. My boy Rich
Say.
be on one for real, man. But
See?
you can't disagree with too
Hold
much
on, let
shit
him
that
cook.
the
Let him
man
cook, Rich.
say. You can't disagree with too
Oh,
much of what the
shit.
man say. You know what I'm saying? He just out here trying to cater to an audience, trying to say everything that the women want to hear. Still ain't gonna get shit. It ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a bunch of, like honestly, bro. We speaking. I feel like we speaking on this case like we was there and know everything, bro. It's just different perspectives that you talk about when you're dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? And he just got the perspective of trying to cater to whoever he's trying to cater to, big dog. He look like he hungry. KFC down the street from him. Straight up.
See?
You know what,
See?
hold on. After Yogi, we're gonna go to
KFC.
But let me say this, Yogi.
Yeah.
What I don't like about people like him is that, you know, because let's be real, bro.
Always.
You know, and I've been keeping up with it, and I'll be reading the court documents where they reading everything that was said in the court. Look, I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about cats like him. It don't matter how much evidence is out there, how much proof. Some people just mind made up.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's mind made up.
100%. Of course.
This woman sitting here admitted to actually initiating a lot of the freak out. She's actually the one who kept all the recordings. She's actually the one who came up with a lot of the ideas. She's actually the one who asked to be peed on.
Let me say this. Can I speak right quick? Right quick. I don't mean to interrupt nobody. But I was the one that is defending that girl 90% of the time when it came to this.
Yeah.
I've been watching this shit. Hands down, I'm done.
Yeah, it is. That is.
That's real.
This is literally what she is. I have determined that it's no more of me trying to make this girl a regular girl. This is what this bitch is. This is what she is. I'm done.
This is what she wanted,
I'm
man.
done. I can't do no more. I can't do
told y'all.
It's all her life.
I told you she up there pregnant talking about she ain't no freak. You up there pregnant now.
I'm wrong.
Full of
I'm
cum
wrong,
talking
y'all.
about that.
And I did everything in my
full
power
of cum
to
talking about I
defend
ain't
this
did
girl.
what?
I did everything. I did everything in my power to defend this girl. I'm sickening right now at some of the shit that I done heard.
And look,
I'm done. I'm
and
done.
quality.
I can't do no more.
Quality. And let's not forget when she would get mad in text because she jealous because she not the wife when she know what her position was the whole time with the
You knew it the whole time.
And then you, hey, Rock, y'all know what's really bad when that.
Hold on, let Ty go.
Go ahead, sweetheart.
We gotta let King go after that. Go, Ty.
Okay. Go, Ty.
Go, Ty.
I was just gonna say I agree with you, Rock. Like that blew my mind. She wanted to be number one so bad, but you came in like number 3. How are you trying to
She don't even say two.
Hold on, let her cook.
How you gonna bulldoze everybody else and try to take Kim's spot? Like, let's be real. This man has a full family with her and multiple other women, but you as the girlfriend that you should be number 1. It just didn't make sense. That seemed like her entire motivation was just to be number 1. And it just didn't happen for her. And that's what she's upset about. And unfortunately, that's what a lot of these people are upset about. They all so that they can gain something, so that they thought they were going to get a deal, get some connections, get some money. And when things didn't pan out the way that they wanted to, even though they signed the paper themselves, nobody had a gun.
They cry about it.
Now everybody is upset. But like Rock was stating, all of these people, for the most part, now excluding who's supposed to be the children, everybody else was grown.
Mm-hmm.
Came in with clear mind, knowing exactly what was going on.
It was understood.
Understood.
And you still decided to do it, and now you want to cry about it afterwards. No, just take it on the chin. You did some nasty stuff, swallow a little pee. You know what I'm saying? Now you know that.
Hey, ain't no wrong, little pee.
All right, King, yo, go.
Chill out, Rich.
Hold on, you got it. That time we got to let King go. Go, King.
Yeah. No, I'm listening. I agree with it 100%.
You frozen, King.
I'm frozen.
I'm getting him. I'm getting him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm still here. But no, I was saying I was agreeing with everything y'all are saying right now. And yes, she did asked for these things. She texted these things. Following that case was crazy. With dude, the podcaster guy, he kind of threw me off too because I was checking it out. I was like, the beginning of what he's saying made sense a little bit. Then he kind of twisted it, and I just felt like, yeah, I get the whole Cassie case and stuff like that. Yeah, we can get into that, but I feel like this is stay on his topic. I feel like I've heard this argument before from these kind of cats, and it's kind of like trying to do this catch-all thing to make it seem like, oh, this is toxic masculinity. So everybody's for Tory Lanez and Megan's not a liar and da 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 da. And I'm like, dude, you kind of throwing me off with that, bro. I mean, we can really tell the difference between brownies and strawberry shortcake and tres leche cake. It ain't all cake. It's different stuff. We can tell the difference. What's going on? Like there are people, because me and my wife we watch it too. Cold cases at nighttime and what these motherfuckers did to each other, and that shit is real. But for the stuff Puffy doing, just because he a freaky motherfucker, nasty, y'all just all of y'all, everybody who's involved was nasty.
Yes.
This is nasty. That's what y'all do though. There's nothing against the law against that. Be as nasty as you want to be.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's why we got bathrooms and showers and nice soap. You know, you get cleaned up after you do what you do. But
you still
I
a
just,
nasty motherfucker.
Dude, that podcast dude just kind of rubbed me wrong because like, what is his angle? Why
don't
why
have
is
one.
he here?
He's a bitch.
Now let him cook. Let him cook, y'all. Let him cook, please.
So I was just saying, like, why is this here? Kind of like the same vibe I got when you listen to it, Sexy Red song, and you just kind of like, why is it? Why is this song out? Who are they talking to? So that's where I'm going with the cat. He got some kind of agenda. They got an agenda with this guy.
Yeah, and you
Sound
know
like
what
a
kills
simp.
me? The whole case was built on shit that's totally legal, and that's being a freak.
Hey, Rod.
Like, wait a minute. Like, how is it that the domestic violence part seems to be the least part of the case with the prosecutor? So even the federal court system is showing you we really don't give a fuck about you beating on a black woman.
All we care about. Go ahead.
Like, do you realize how insane that is? Because guess what? We know he's guilty of hitting her.
Yeah.
That part ain't even the question.
They ain't even talking about that part.
They don't even care about that.
You saw his defense started with that. If he here for beating on her, he guilty. We wouldn't even be here because we know that.
We not even caring about that.
Did you know it's bad? I want to say one thing.
Leave, but the only reason we know about this is because she fucking left. And guess what? She's pregnant now. So she didn't give up fucking.
You know what's sad? When they put that other girl on there, she threw Cassie under the bus, talking about she didn't have talent. She wanted to be up under Puffy. He didn't mess her career up. I mean, that other girl just went in on his assistant. And I was like, damn, the girls ain't standing with the girls on this one. So that's what really kind of opened my eyes. And then they lied to us. Remember, they said they got these tapes of freak offs. And come to find out, the freak off is just Puffy with a nigga in the corner. He jacking off and cum on the nipple shit. I'm like, where's TD Jakes? Where is Ursha?
Yeah, right.
Where are these people? Y'all lied to us because right now it ain't number one girl, Cassie and some men. I'm like, where's all these celebrities? You had 100 lists, these tapes, people hiding, having heart attack. Yeah, remember everybody was hiding. All the white men went. They had everything, and come to find out you ain't got nothing.
Wait a minute.
You saw that?
Rich. It was more white people at his party than niggas, so where all the white people at?
I'm just saying, where the tapes at? They ain't doing the tapes. See, they hide them tapes because it must be some white people on it, because now all they doing, they're talking about this one incident. I'm like, let's get past that, dog.
But see what it sounds like to me is this, man. It's going back to what Ty said, bro. It sounds like a bitch that came in third place trying to do everything under the sun to please this nigga to get him first. That's what it sounds like, bro.
But he not on trial for her. That's what I'm still tripping on.
Miami. She got mad at Carucci, whatever, girl.
Spending that money.
She got everything she wanted in 6 months. And she said, I done took all this shit over 11 years. Hell nah.
That's
right.
And she garbage as an artist, if you ask me.
Hell has no fury like a woman scorn.
Oh no.
Exactly.
Oh no. Oh no.
Think about this, y'all. That Cassie literally burnt down a whole kingdom over an emotional reaction.
You goddamn right. She not the first one either. Michelle A did that to Death Row.
Yes. Yes.
Shit. Helen of
Yes.
Troy. Shit.
Yeah,
Helen
there
of
you
Troy.
go. There you go. That's why we say Travis Hunter, you couldn't tell him nothing. He loved that woman. Y'all better believe that.
Suge did that to his damn self.
Yeah, you know
Nah,
that.
for real. Big ass
Suge with that.
bully.
I was like,
But yeah, that's a whole
We ain't
nother
gonna
topic.
blame it on Michelle.
We ain't gonna blame that. We got a whole
don't do that.
Suge Hunter cut her.